Hey, what's up, you guys? Tom is back with another LinScents video. Today I have a fragrance from Armaf, the almighty Armaf. But before I get into that, just want to say thank you guys again. It means a lot to be playing on those electronic devices, whether it is that cell phone, that laptop, that computer, that cell phone, whatever the case. Man, it is an honor. Again, you guys probably should be at work right now, but instead you are watching me because, hey, we all want to smell great, and who better to watch than me? So if you guys are new to this channel and you like this type of content, remember, if you like to smell good, you like to try new things as far as food, beverage, electronics, let me know. Grooming products, okay? Let me know. Pretty soon, maybe we'll start putting the dogs on. Maybe we can give them some, foods to test, and we can even throw the puppies on the channel as well. Let me know what you guys want to see. They're out there on the porch right now, eating on a smoked bone or whatever the hell it is, but they're out there enjoying themselves, barking at the neighbors as they walk by. So that being said, again, if you guys enjoy this type of stuff, hit those comments, hit the subscribe button, hit the likes, and do all that you can. Wow, must be a vicious dog out there because there's a lot of barking. But let's finally get into this fragrance, Armaf. Okay, the almighty Armaf. Okay, now I actually opened this a while back, so this really isn't really like a first impressions video. It's kind of like a follow-up. Now, I actually didn't do a first impressions video on this. However, I did make a video of this one and pretty much what it is a clone of. I kind of did a video, just didn't like the way that one turned out, so we'll get back to it right now. So this is actually the redo of that. So this one is Armaf Uomo, okay? Now, if you guys have seen Ash, LinScents, cool guy, man, he's probably, besides him, Joyman, those two really are the reason for me getting into this fragrance game. I like how they're kind of eloquent. They're not overdoing it sometimes. Sometimes some of these guys, they do overdo it. And actually, that's one reason why I'm kind of starting to like Jeremy Fragrance again. He's not overdoing it. It's straight to the point. Maybe it's because he's so damn big, he doesn't need to do all that extra stuff anymore. But those two are kind of the inspiration of me starting these fragrance reviews. So this Uomo, okay, it pretty much is, if you look at the notes, it is pretty much a clone of this bad boy right here, Red Intense. Pretty much spot on all the notes except for one, and that is that one main note that Ash said himself. He said the cranberry note, which, yes, the cranberry note in this bad boy right here, this Red Intense, if you guys have never smelled it, get out there and smell it, is what makes this fragrance magical. The cranberry in here smells almost like someone stewing that cranberry sauce, getting ready for Thanksgiving. That's exactly what it smells like, because it has a little bit of saffron, it has grapefruit, some citruses, and the opening on this probably is one of the top 10 openings in any fragrance. That cranberry note is so good, you guys. It smells so good. This one does not have that. It has everything but that cranberry note. Armaf Uomo. One thing I can say, though, is that people are going to say, well, if I have this, is there even a reason to grab this? And if you just don't want to spend the money, don't get it, okay? But if you just want to try something new that kind of reminds you of this, go out there and grab it. Now, what I can say is that just because this one doesn't have the cranberry note, what it does is it makes up with everything else. The citrus is kind of like what you get right away, a little bit of pop, a little bit of spiciness from that saffron. But what I get a lot from this is a coffee note. You get a little bit of lavender. There's some sage in here. But what it kind of smells like to me, it almost smells, even though it doesn't have cranberry in it, it kind of smells like, with those citruses, maybe that's what it is, and that coffee, it kind of reminds me of like eating one of those orange, remember those orange Tootsie Pops where you kind of bit into it? Now, I'm not saying that you guys went out there and smelled it, but you can kind of get where I'm coming from. The taste of it kind of makes you think of smelling like that nice candy-like orange flavoring with that Tootsie Roll, that chocolatey kind of gooey center of that Tootsie Pop. This is what it kind of smells like when you spray it on. Smells like a orange Tootsie Pop, if you guys remember what that is, okay? again, it is missing that cranberry note, especially for this thing to have every single note, especially in its, the notes are exactly in every single category. The tops, everything's the same. Middles, same. Base, same. Everything but that cranberry. Again, the cranberry in this makes this fragrance special. I think it's just okay after that. You do get a nice little bit of coffee, kind of like this woodiness, this spiciness. Smells great. But the cranberry is what makes this fragrance special. This one, again, does not have that cranberry, but what it does is it makes the other notes work a little bit harder than what this one does. This one, you do get that coffee, but you don't get it right away. So if you like that coffee type style fragrance, that coffee, more warm, spicy, you don't want to have that fresh, crisp, citrusy smell right up at the top, you go and grab this one instead. Again, you're going to get that coffee. There is leather in this as well. This one smells great. The bottle is horrendous, though. Take a look at that bottle. That is horrendous. This looks like Johnny 5. If you guys remember that movie, Short Circuit, Johnny 5. The upside down version. Maybe if he was just going around like this, shooting some stuff out of his eyes. This is what this reminds me of. This smells great. Again, coffee, it's warm, it's spicy, it's woody. I'm gonna spray it away just to let you guys know that I do spray it. There's actually a dry down here, but I'm gonna go with a refresh touch up. You get this sharp blast of citrus right up at the top. When you first take that inhale, citrus, but then you get this coffee, this dark, warm, spicy coffee. Man, again, a orange Tootsie Pop. That is pretty much what you are getting with this fragrance. Then when it starts drying down even more, you get that leather, you get those woods, you'll start getting those at the base. Glad they didn't go with vanilla again. Again, vanilla is, sometimes it's a little bit overdone in fragrance. But again, if you have this, should you grab this? Yes. Just because, like I said, the coffee comes out first, okay? Now, if you have this and you don't have this, should you grab this? Yes, because that cranberry stands out. This cranberry is, again, is what makes this fragrance special. Without this cranberry, I really don't think this fragrance would be all that special, okay? Again, cranberry is so good in this one. It's gourmandy. It's going to make you think of Thanksgiving, especially if you guys are into having those cranberry sauces. But this one right here, again, the coffee and that warmth come out first. It's not that cranberry, it's just the warmth. A little bit of sharpness from that citrus at the top, little spice, a little bit of saffron. But again, that coffee is where it is at. The coffee is nice in here. Now again, you guys are probably gonna be like, oh my goodness, it's synthetic. It doesn't smell niche quality. Do you drink synthetic coffee? Do you drink niche style coffee? No, you don't. You drink Folger. So no big deal. Okay, so grab this bad boy. I think it was like 35 bucks. Okay, Armaf. You know, if you guys wait a little while, maybe this will drop down in the 20s, and most likely it will. Now, the one thing I can say I agree with him is why they are cloning a fragrance that could be affordable depending on where you get it. Okay, so it's not like a, you know, they're cloning a Creed that is not really affordable to anybody. I don't care even if you get it at a special price, it's still above $150, even if you get a good price. This, depending where you can find it, you can usually get a 2-ouncer, which I have right here. You can get this for about 50 bucks at like TJ Maxx, Marshalls. Did I overpay? Probably. Maybe this is like a, to me, this screams, and I think because it's Polo, that's not the reason why it's expensive, but this screams about a $40 fragrance for this size 2-ounce. That's what it screams to me. It doesn't scream like it should be that much more. Just because how I said earlier, the cranberry in here is so beautiful. That's what makes this fragrance so good. This one, less than $35. So that would be the thing. Why clone a fragrance that could be had for less than $100? I just don't get it. I know even $100 is kind of pricey to some people, and it is to me too. Hell, if I seen this at TJ Maxx and it was like $80, I probably would have just slept on it. Even if it was a 3.4 ounce, I would have slept on it when I got it. So I can understand that. If even $80 to $100 is expensive, go out there and clone it. Try to do a good job. I like the fact that they didn't try to do an exact clone of it. They said, you know what, we don't need that cranberry. We're going to try to make this special with that coffee, that citrus, that nice little smell of orange Tootsie Roll Pop. That's exactly kind of what this smells to me. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. And if you guys did, hit the likes, comment, subscribe. Now, one more thing before I go. Forgot to say when you should wear this. This screams kind of like fall, cool weather. This one seems like it could be more versatile just because of that cranberry, that sweet cranberry that you get. But this one is also fall, cool weather. This one is also cool weather. So cool weather, going out and about. You can wear this one, okay? This is not like a gym bag scent by any means. Not like that, because it's that coffee that's, no one wants to smell like coffee after the gym. They want to drink coffee but not smell like it. This one, get for date nights. You could definitely rock this on a date night, okay? There you go. Q Armaf Uomo.